Well, as soon as I saw him, I thought I was going to marry him.
No, you didn't think
No,
about
I
that
didn't
till at night. But why did we went to the early morning conference, and then you and I sat under the pine trees and talked? Why did you do that? Why didn't you go in and sit with your sister?
I wanted to sit with you.
It really, it was just cut and dried. This picture, that was your church clothes for some reason.
We were at church. We were at conference there. That
We went from Bainbridge to Dothan, Alabama, which was $15, 50
in Dothan,
miles.
Alabama, church front there.
Yeah, I wish we had one under the pine trees. That's where we sat and talked.
Mm-hmm.
How old was her?
8. Was I
10 days less than 15 years old.
He got it down.
3rd of September, 1944. And I wanted a picture of her in a bathing suit, so you sent me this picture sitting on the steps in Salt Lake City.
I was writing to him at the time, and so I put the picture in the mail and sent it to him.
Yeah, I just wanted a cute picture of you. I knew how cute you were, and I wanted to show it. See, look at your pretty hair. Huh.
Oh, I remember that.
When was it?
We were at Panama City. No, we were at,
Yeah. Where? Salt Lake City? I'll tell you where it was. It was at Black Rock, out on Salt Lake City, Salt Lake, and that was, I hadn't even come home yet. I was discharged from the service in Louisiana, the last of August in 1945, and I came straight to Salt Lake to see you there. And that was 1945, and I was still in my uniform. And we went out to Black Rock there. Lagoon was out there at Salt Lake City too, and it was had a roller coaster and all that stuff, and a big dance floor, but we just went out there and stood in the Black Rocks, and I don't know why, I was mad at you, going to throw you away. But I guess I wasn't. But
I wanted you to hold me, to take a picture of me.
I did, yeah, but why didn't we just stand there on the rock together?
I don't know why we didn't.
Yeah, that was it. That was probably 1st of September, 1945. This picture was taken in Bainbridge, Georgia. I was learning to fly there. That's the first place you met me.
That's where we fell in love with each other. Just about this
In
time.
Bainbridge, yeah. And I was learning, I was flying, that was my next plane where I flew the next plane. There was a BT-13 Vultee vibrator. I loved that old plane. You could do anything with it. And there's the little dog that got run over, Fluffy.
Fluffy.
And we were sitting there on the lawn. Yeah, every weekend I'd go in there and probably stay Saturday night, sleep on the couch or something. Unless I slept with your dad. I only did it once, and then he snored
so bad.
He snored so bad the windows would vibrate. So we did, yeah. But that was Bainbridge, Georgia. We were crazy about each other.
This one too.
Yeah, I mean that looks silly though. Look at me looking like you.
Show it.
I'm looking silly. I'm just goony about you, I guess. That was at Hugh B. Brown's place, and they had a big willow tree in the back. Probably your dad took these pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had that uniform today. I could wear it. I'm 150 pounds today. Weighed about 145 then, maybe. Was that an engagement picture?
Mm-hmm.
You were sure cute.
We took it when...
Look at that hair.
When we first... He had a lot of...
I don't know where that was taken, but...
I thought he was going to always have a lot of hair.
could have been taken there. Probably was taken, and your dad probably took the picture.
Yeah, Daddy.
Look at that cute face on my wife.
And on my husband.
Yeah, he was.
Got some real good.
Sure had a head of hair.
You did. Oh, that's our wedding day.
Well, you're kind of serious, and I'm looking like I'm going to jail. We knew we was going to get married for years before we did. We had to wait for you to get out of high school.
That's good.
Because and if they, I've often wondered, see, I got out and lived in California. Well, no. You moved to California in June of 1945 with your dad and your folks. And then I came home here to California.
You mean we moved to Salt Lake?
But we knew we was going to get married. Well, maybe February. Probably been February 45, we knew we was going to get married, that we wanted to get married. In fact, we probably would have wanted to get married before he was out of high school, but we knew that wasn't too hard to do. So 4 days out of high school after you graduated, we were married.
Yeah,
Been married ever since.
yeah.
Actually, I've known you for 71 or 2 years. That was probably the day after we were married. And at Mount Timpanogos above Provo, and we hiked up there that day with some good friends, Myra and David Butler, Myra and Jay Butler.
Jay Butler.
And we hiked up there, and that was a fun little hike.
Mm-hmm.
You did good. You sure walked. Can you imagine walking down that trail now?
No.
Even I would have a little trouble. She liked to be with me more than she does now. She'd always ready to go in the car. When the calf died, that night too, and the calf died, and so I had to open it up, and you held the back legs apart while I took the guts out. So you're a lot tougher than you are now. So she's been a good little gal. She had kids and stuff.
You know how many kids we had, don't you?
But because we know she'd been exposed.
I can't remember.
I was working at the state fair then.
Is that when it was?
That's when you got pregnant. And we lived in a little apartment underneath Ethel Pierce's garage.
Yeah, I remember that.
But I can't find out when we left there or what. I don't think we lived there more than a month.
It was a little one-room apartment.
It was okay.
It had a kitchen to it.
And a kitchen and shower and stuff. It was okay.
Yeah, it was a nice little apartment.
But that's when we found out you was pregnant. Well, we probably went to Dr. Jones in those days.
Mm-hmm. We did.
Probably cost us $5 to find out. Things were cheap then. Lived together. We had fun. We liked going in the car. Made many trips to Utah to see Sista. You weren't around then, we had 2 kids, or did we have 2? When we went to Yosemite, had a big Nash Ambassador that the seats all went down, made a big 6-foot bed, great bed. We slept in there and rolled the windows up so the bears couldn't come in. That's one time we went to Yosemite. Now it's a big to-do. we took a lot of trips. We went to Oregon, we went to Salt Lake a lot of times. Went to Los Angeles.
And our kids would be in the back seat and we'd be in the front.
We didn't do anything exciting. We mostly, if we had fun, it was running around in the car.
Mm-hmm.
We went up to Oregon, saw Klamath Caves, and went to shows. A lot of shows we went to. Didn't have TV till we bought the one in 1952 from Madman Muntz. All at home, had a big antenna up on top of the house. We just had fun with you kids. Rode the motorcycles around. Did you ever ride my motorcycle with me? I remember that. Remember taking Jimmy. Anyway, that's all the fun we had. 20 years ago, and you've still got that dress, and probably that coat,
Oh, yeah.
and the same husband.
And the same husband. The same kissing.
I'm looking forward to her dying,
Oh dear.
That is
so that
true.
I can go, and then I won't have to worry about somebody else taking care of her. Nobody can take care of her the way I do. And then I think the paradise and the spirit world is going to be fun. We might even do things we couldn't do here. I think we can go zipping around seeing things that we want to, and it'll be fun. I don't know what I'll do for between the time she goes and I go. I hope she goes first. Death has no fear for us. We'll see each other and have each other. Even after we were married, everybody in Bainbridge envied me. Cute little woman, cute little gal. She was the envy of all of our friends. Yeah, I did good.